Welcome to this video tutorial. In this video, I will show you how you can book your slot for VITEEE exam on CodeTantra platform. And before we begin, let's look at the web URL which we'll be using to access the portal. So the web URL is vitee.codetantra.com/login.jsp. So once you'll visit this web address, you need user account details. And these user account and details are your email ID and password that you used during the filling of the application form for the VITEEE exam. So you have to use the same registered email ID and registered password. Now, if you forget the password, then there are some steps which you can follow in order to retrieve your password. So the very first step is you have to visit vitee.vit.ac.in. Once you'll visit this portal, then you have to go to the login tab. Once you reach there, you have to select forget password option. There you have to fill your email ID, mobile number and verification code. Please note these email ID and mobile number are same which you used during the registration for your test. And then you have to click on the submit button. Once you click on this submit button, then a mail will be forwarded to your email account, and that email will have information regarding your email ID and the password for the login. And this is how that email will look like. So you can see we have got a username and password within the email. So with this information, we can go to the portal and use these two details to log in into the portal. Now, before you book your slot, you have to ensure few things. The very first one is that you are the applicant yourself and you are not filling this form on behalf of someone. The second thing that you have to keep in your mind is that the device through which you are booking your slot does have a working camera. And lastly, you take a clear picture of yourself with enough light on your face during taking a picture when you'll be booking your slots. Now, why these three are important information? That's simply because if you remember, you might have uploaded an image during the registration, and one image or picture will be clicked during the slot booking, and the third picture will be taken during the actual exam. And for the validation purpose, all these three images will be compared with themselves to validate that the same user has registered, booked the slot and taking the actual exam. Now let's look at the available exam slots. So the exam is supposed to be held on 3 different dates: 28th of May, 29th of May and 31st of May. And on each of these 3 dates, we have got 4 slots, A, B, C and D. So therefore, in total, we have got 12 slots. And out of these 12 slots, we have to pick one. So you can go ahead with 29th of May and slot B or slot C, or you can go ahead with any one of these dates and slot combination. So with this information in mind, let's try to book a slot in real time and see how does it work. So I have started with the Chrome browser on my laptop, and you are also advised to use the standard browser in the market. So just as Chrome, Mozilla or Edge browser, these are standard one. If you're using iPhone or iOS, you can go ahead with the Safari browser. So as we discussed, this is the web link that we have to use in order to access the portal: vitee.codetantra.com/login.jsp. And then you have to enter. So once you hit the enter key, you will land to this page where you have to fill 2 information: your email ID and the password, as I spoke about earlier. So once you'll fill these 2 details, you can click on submit. Just in case you forget this password, you can always go ahead with vitee.vit.ac.in, and on this website you can go to the login tab, and on the login tab at the bottom you can find forgot password option. So just click here. Now you can enter your registered email ID, registered mobile and this verification code in this box, and then you can hit the submit button. Once you'll hit the submit button, you'll receive a mail in your email account which will contain your email ID and the password which you will be using in order to access this portal. So I have got these 2 information already, so I'll click on submit. And now you can see I have got 12 different slots starting from 28th of May, and then you can see I have 4 slots on 28th. These 4 are there. And then we have got 4 different slots for 29th and 4 different slots for 31st of May. So as per my convenience, I'll pick any one of these. So let us say I'm going with this one, 29th of May. 11 a.m. exam. So I'll click on book now. Now I have to take a picture, so I have to make sure that I have enough light on my face. Now once you'll take the picture, you'll be redirected to this page where other details are given. And the one image that you can see on my right side, this is the same image that you uploaded at the initial registration for this application. So you have got at this point of time two images, one which you uploaded during the initial registration, and secondly that you have taken during the slot booking. Now at the bottom we have got some details regarding the exam details. So start time is here, end time is here. Now I have got two streams, MPCEA and BPCEA. Out of these two, which one you have to pick? The details are given here, so you can read this information and as applicable to your program, make the right selection. Generally, whatever stream you have studied with your 10+2, you can go ahead with that one. But again, this is always a good practice if you can read this and try to interpret the same. One thing that you have to keep in mind is once you'll book the slot, there is no way you can change it later. So please make sure before you fill this form, you have got all the information correct. In my case, I want to go ahead with the MPCE exam, so I'll select this. And now I'm satisfied with the data I have selected here. I'll click on book. So once I'll click on book, I'll get this message that the slot has been successfully booked. I'll click on OK. Now I'll be able to download my admit card here, and this admit card has a print button, so I can click this button to print this form. This is the stream I have selected, and this is the date that I have selected for the real exam. Now along with this exam, there will be two mock tests that will be offered to you, and the details of those two mock tests are given here. So once this date come and the time, you can always click on this take test button and you can appear in the mock test. Now there are some important instructions given at the bottom of this admit card. You must go through this, and just in case you forgot to print this, you can always come back here using the same web link. Now if you click on submit by entering your details, you land to the admit card page itself. So you can access this even after you log out. So that is how you book your slot. Congratulations and all the best for your exam. Thank you.